Hey y'all, if I could go back and change just one thing about our homeschool earlier on, this would be it. And it's not a new curriculum, it's not a planner, it's a simple shift that changed everything about how our weeks feel. We stopped doing our full homeschool lessons together on Fridays. And that one change completely transformed our homeschool rhythm, our home life, and honestly, my sanity as a homeschool mom. And let me tell you why. Our weeks used to feel rushed, not because I packed it full of all kinds of activities, but because everything was just in the wrong place. The rhythm was off. We had co-op that was in the middle of the week. So Monday and Tuesday, we'd kind of get in our groove, we'd start figuring it out. And then Wednesday, all of that momentum got halted for a day at co-op. And then Thursday, we tried to pick up where we were left off. But then Friday, we were tired, there were still things to do, and we really just wanted a lighter day. We wanted time to do something fun, but it felt like we couldn't because we still had so much schoolwork left to do. Eventually, we let go of co-op, and that was a hard decision, but it created space. And that space led us to make the one change that made all of the difference. We decided to restructure our week so that Friday became a day of independent work and our weekly reset. Now, independent work is something my daughter does every day. It is part of our normal homeschool rhythm, but on Fridays, it plays a little bit of a different role. So she still completes all of her independent tasks, right? The handwriting, math, Bible study, reading, and any kind of catch up or sometimes even crafts from earlier in the week. While she's working independently, I then use that time to catch up any work from the week. Sometimes it's home projects, sometimes it's content, sometimes planning, or even just a minute of quiet time. After that, we spend a couple of hours doing our big house clean. We do tidy throughout the week, but Friday is when we do like the whole house reset. So bathroom, floors, finishing up laundry, fresh sheets, all of those. Or sometimes we have something fun planned, like a holiday activity, hanging out with friends. And on those days, we'll kind of do some of those chores on Thursday to make up for it. It's flexible, purposeful, and peaceful. And the best part is when the weekend comes, we actually feel ready to enjoy it. Monday through Thursday is enough time for us to cover our lessons. Yes, our days are a little bit longer, maybe by like 30 minutes or so, but that small stretch gives us a full Friday to reset and then prepare for the weekend. And honestly, I think sometimes we forget as moms, we're not superhuman. We load our schedules and then wonder why we feel exhausted and behind. But we're not called to do all the things, just the things that the Lord has placed in front of us. And sometimes it's not even that we're doing too much, it's just that we need to rearrange some things. This one change, letting Friday be a different kind of day, has given me back a little bit of peace and gave my homeschool room to breathe. And for me, Fridays also hold like another little blessing because after our work is done, I get to set up my sewing space. It's simple, but it is something that I look forward to every single week. It's my way of saying, this matters too. As moms, especially homeschool moms, we spend so much of our time pouring out, but we need to build those rhythms that pour back in. Self-care doesn't have to be some extravagant, expensive thing. Sometimes it's as simple as making space for something that fills you up and gives you joy before the weekend even begins. So yes, that one thing that completely changed our homeschool was choosing to use Fridays differently. Now it's the day to reset the house, to finish the week strong, and make space for a weekend that truly feels like a break. And it's not just about the homeschool, it's about the mom care too. When you build those rhythms that support your heart and your home, everything starts to feel a little more sustainable. It's not a break from homeschooling. It's just part of how we homeschool well. So if your weeks feel like too much, not because you're doing something wrong, but because things are maybe in the wrong place, I want to encourage you to pause and take a look at your rhythm. You don't have to do it like everyone else, and you absolutely don't have to do it the hard way. Sometimes the change that brings the most peace is simply just giving yourself permission to shift. Rearrange. Let go of what isn't working and make space for the things that actually matter. Let me know down in the comments, do you have a weekly rhythm that works for you, or is this something that maybe you want to try? I'd love to hear how you create space in your homeschool for both structure and rest. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.